Today is another exciting episode of Marshy plays the video game and wonders why his microphone has been so weird lately. It is good. Alright. Bop. Ha! It is. Must be very silly for the people who are watching the VOD. But yeah, I'm just like testing the microphone just to make sure it's not being stupid. Alright, pound it breakfast. Today we're going to do probably the last day of Warlock shenanigans. And then I'll have time to do, let's see, some warrior shenanigans, probably, yeah, and that should take us to the new expansion. Martin stream again Sunday. Well, hello Martin man. What up Teletubin? What up SMF?
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
Alright. Well, this is Libram Paladin. How's Indominus Rex coming along? I gave up on mine, but the ones I did play have been working perfectly. Oh, the Indominus Rex Commander. Yeah, I never actually ended up building that. I got to... So there's that... There are a few like keyword characters that are essential for that deck that I like while I was building the Mox field, like they're like $17. And I was thinking like, wow, I really had to pay $17 for this throwaway thing that like it's literally just here to be a pile of keywords. And that like I lost some enthusiasm on it because of that. So I ended up not building another one until I saw Ketramos from the new expansion. I was like, oh, that's really cool, and that's the one I ended up building. That was MTG Highlander discussion, just in case this video gets into the video. I really enjoy the YouTube videos of multiple in a row of the same deck. Hopefully it's doing well. It is doing well. It's not only is it doing well, but like it would have had to do bad for me not to do it, because it's so much like easier, more fun to not have to come up with, you know, 2 or 3 new ideas literally every stream. Yeah, today's today's deck was brought to you by Human from my Discord, who was talking about wing welding treachery ash tongue with Ceaseless Expanse as like a Warlock Holy Wrath. And I thought, wow, that sounds kind of funny, and I'm playing Warlock right now, so maybe I will just, you know, try that out. Another version of the Warlock deck, I love it. Yep. Haha, caught you live, super rare. What up, Brandon? Ketramos is literally the last thing I built too. Yeah, it's fun. I took it last week. I went to an in-person Commander event by myself, which is something I've never done before. So it was like a new experience for me outside my comfort zone. And played it for the first time. It was fun. It worked as intended. I won that game. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I might go again even. I went there, so my buddy like hurt his knee and can't actually sit at his desk long enough to play out a webcam commander. So, and that happened right after I bought a brand new commander deck, which, you know, obviously, you know, sucks for me, but like, it's worse for him because, you know, his knees like pretty banged up. But anyways, I was thinking like, man, it's gonna be forever before I actually get to try this out. What should I do? Or like, not what should I do, but like, womp womp. And I decided to. Oh, look at that! That's Zermana Ticketus. I decided to just go to a commander event. And that was neat. I didn't do enough math here, to be honest. I think I'm probably just going to lose right now. So this is going to be 18. They don't need a lot of extra damage. King Otari, thank you so much for the 8 months. I appreciate you. How's it going? Glad to see you streaming. I was bored. Yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right. Has the job interview happened yet? Yeah, I went to that one. It was a pyramid scheme, but I've got like other irons in the fire. Was that the phrase? We're still working on it. I'm an old school Magic guy. I keep considering jumping back in, but the cost of re-entry is horrible. Yeah. I think. Okay, so we're dead. No, I don't know why I just automatically assumed that would be Wind Fury. Didn't read your comment. I will literally never read another comment of yours, Doogie. Not even the one I just read. Haven't played your Ketramos, but you already hear the groans from everyone at the table. Do you think it's going to be that way? For some reason, I thought my experience was going to be that way too, but, you know, it didn't feel unfair compared to the rest of the decks that were there. Like, we had a very competitive game. And I don't know if I, like, built mine too cheeky or something, but, I don't know. Like, we had a perfectly fine game. I only barely won. You can go on to Moxfield and build yourself, like, if you wanted to play Commander, Brandon, you could go on to Moxfield and set it to TCG player pricing. And, you know, especially if you pick a monocolor Commander, but even, you know, if you want to branch out to 2 or 3 colors, you can just, like, go to EDH Rec, build yourself a, like, have Moxfield, have EDH Rec open, like, pick whatever commander you want, and then just, like, not add a card to your deck if it costs more than $1 or something like that, and you can build a pretty decent commander deck on a budget. Like, you don't have to spend, you know, hundreds of dollars to build, like, the very fanciest. You could start off with something that's just kind of workable. Alright, more Libram Paladin. Dolgene, thank you so much for the Prime, my friend. Best Hearthstone streamer. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. But thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, white people happy. Do you guys think I'm going to be able to Holy Wrath my opponent? So, someone in my Discord this morning was talking about the Treachery, Ash Tongue, Wing Welding with either Ceaseless Expanse or Fanatum OTK. And I thought, well, people were suggesting Wing Welding to me just in case of Shadow Priest, because then you can Wing Welding Ceaseless Expanse, and if they have out the Brain Masseuse, you just kill them. So, I was thinking about putting the Wing Weldings in anyway, just for silly priest things, and then they were pointing out that you could just run Treachery Ash Tongue, and you can hit other things too. So, I thought that was cute. So I decided to try a list of that for today. And we'll see how it goes. And I'm not going to run like the list exactly like this for all 3 games today, because I had to play 3 videos worth of gameplay today. I'm not going to do all 3 like that, but I might keep the wing weldings in after, just because, you know, they're kind of decent. And we have a lot of high-cost stuff in here because we want to cheat high-cost stuff. Like, even the Playhouse Giants could be good wing welding clears, so... I love you, Marshy. I love you too, Bombo Man. Are you enjoying this deck better than the untapped potential one? No, they're not especially comparable, I don't think. I really like both of them for different reasons. Would love a Defile, right? Yeah, I can make this trade and it clears. Oh, I could wing welding next turn. So yeah, no Defile. Okay, so we have the whole Wombo. We could just Wombo them at some point. Except that, you know, this does too little damage. Really need Ceaseless there. Any thoughts on Betrug in this deck? Could add some funnies. Betrug is like... Betrug is a... That goes in versions of this deck that are... won't work, right? Like, that's full funnies and no practicality, I guess, is how I would describe that. But, oh, yeah, that was a good top deck. I actually get to use this turn. So, if I was going to do that, it would be like... Oh, man. Guess I'm going to overdraw. Yeah, I'll just overdraw. What is the treachery combo? We give them Ash Tongue, and then we wing welding, and then wing welding discards this or Ceaseless Expanse, and they take a ton of damage. Against my 40 health opponent here, it's going to have to be Ceaseless Expanse, but... Oh, we're already dead. Boop. Streams are always good. Well, I appreciate you. I'm really just salty because I last played when it was still called Type 1. The level of cards is not for us lowly mortals these days. Oh. Hey, Windshield Factor. Thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you. Rip my 50 stream streak. Aw, did you miss one? Hey, Martian, dude, your videos make my day. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. For whatever reason, in 200 Legend, everyone is running multiple Dirty Rats, and one guy was even running the Zerg Viper, who was basically a Dirty Rat, but he ran 0 other Zerg just to rat Polkelt. Hilarious. Sometimes you just gotta rat, I guess. I don't know why I tossed that Kobold Librarian. Like, the fact that you can't play it on 1 makes it a little less exciting, but I'm mostly looking for plot twist here. Zoop. Look at all my expensive things. We'll get them back in the deck. Theotar as well. Yeah, people are running a lot of anti-hand stuff because there's a lot of decks that, you know, merp you from hand. Bomba Man converted from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Bomba Man. How's the Ashy combo? Well, we just started. Haven't done it to anybody yet, but we will, unless we don't. What DK deck is playable in 100 Legend? Well, okay, here's what you do. Here's what you do. You get your DK deck of choice. Then you grind to top 100 Legend with a good deck. And then you play that DK deck. And you will have played a DK deck in top 100 Legend. That's how I recommend playing Death Knight in top 100. I wouldn't expect to, like, it's not that I think you can't, I think it's a hard road ahead. Like, there isn't a good DK deck. So you have to understand that, like, if you're going to try to climb to a top 100 in Wild with Death Knight, you have to play perfectly, and you're playing a hot pile. Probably if I was going to do it, like, Blood Unholy of some combination, possibly just Rainbow, so I can use the 6-cost thing that gives you extra health and 2 5/5s. And then, if you have Blood, you can run Patchwork too, so you can, like, deal with some combos that way. But then Wing Welding discards Ysera, which I do not super care about, so it's worth doing here. Neat. And then maybe even just run a Highlander. I don't know. Because, like, DK doesn't have any strengths in Wild. It really doesn't. So you just kind of pick whatever your favorite pile is. It's going to have to be a Renathal pile. So, like, probably Blood. Probably Blood and Unholy, because you want to use Airlock Breach. But apart from that, your guess is as good as mine. You have to, like, really know your deck, really play it super well every time, and eventually you'll either get there or you won't. Alright. Well, next turn we get to use the funny hero power. Do I have a secondary treachery target? I do not. I was thinking about possibly putting in the Doomsayers. I think I just didn't get to that point. I was too focused on what I was already cutting. What did I cut to get Doomsayers in here? Probably Brand Ticketus. Maybe I'll make that change after this. Cut the Brand Ticketus, because this isn't really a Brand Ticketus deck anymore. So get him that way. You were supposed to be in the next card. Alright. I'll do that, and I'll pass. That was so delayed! That was so delayed. I mean, I would have used this if I had realized. Am I tripping, or was that, like, stupid delayed? What about removing one Doomkin for the 3/6 discard, Fellhound? You guys keep asking me to cut Doomkin. I will never do it. I think Doomkin's great for this. Do I want to have the discard hound in here? There's probably not. Rude. 1, 2. I think I'll still defile here for the sake of being able to play this. Fanatum is now good enough, but we need the other Wing Welding. It took a bit for the Breadbreaker's healing effect to resolve. Yeah, it's weird. Ash treks into a big domino for 6 or 7. Oh yeah, that's good to think about. Could be done. It's funny. I like that that happened in that order, because now my domino effect is better. Yeah, it wasn't clearing full before, and now it is. I'll do this first. My opponent is getting wrecked slightly. I'm actually really excited to cut Ticketus and whatever for this version of Brand. I'm excited to do that after this game. They will return in the Avengers, because I'm going to try a non-treachery list just with wing weldings after this, and they'll definitely be a part of that. I was thinking about putting... Like, I like the Fanatum too if I'm running wing welding, but Fanatum is also really good with wheel. So I was thinking, like, I could play another wheel Cthulhu version with some tweaking now that I've played the deck a bit. Yeah, I wish I had another domino effect. We could do that. Too bad. I know I could have just Sargeras, but I'm not like quite afraid enough that I wanted to dig. So yeah, how about I get the Brute. Do that. Do that. And can't we even just go face? I got into Pokemon TCG Pocket because of your videos, Martian. It's not quite as good as the Game Boy TCG ROM hacks, and it's a bit greedy with monetization, but it's still a lot of fun. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it. Wow, that almost went as bad as it could have. Okay. Now, if I'm wing welding with this at this point, it's not going to do the damage, right? We basically have to do it sooner than we've done it currently, I think.
What is taking so long?
And this corrupts Ticketus is the thing, but like, I don't know. Well, I'll just do my, like, do my damage. It'll be more exciting in the future.
No one's going to believe this.
Will opponent ruin me? That's the real question. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be just fine. Maybe. What's my last fight? Well, okay, Symphony is going to be the burst if I'm going to do it without getting a board up. Hey, Fanatum. Man, if I'd waited a turn, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, fine. Anyways, I'll do this. Is Doomkin what I want?
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Oh, we got the Symphony. Chat, 2 chances. 2 chances for the win. Did we get it? Nope. Do I want to draw 6? Drawing 6 might result in a Spice Bread Baker, which would make me feel a lot better about possibly living. Well, imagine draw 6 being the right call. Is there a second Dark Bomb? I think I used one early, so no. Well, that's unfortunate. Didn't get the Baker. And we already played both of the Aranathi Broodmothers, so this isn't gonna result in us winning. Where were you? Alright, well, they might actually get us here then. I feel pretty exposed. Alright. Seems okay. Taunt, fine. Way to soak there, Ceaseless.
We adapt.
They're technically alive. As technically alive as they are dead. Cool. Alright, I'm going to use the restroom, then I'm going to cut Bryn and ticket us for Doomsayers, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Greetings, Martian. Name 5 ways Hearthstone can be improved. Hearthstone can't be improved. It's literally the perfect game. I don't know what you're talking about. The animation for Uther has always been a little womp womp. Warlock State, it's true. How about Howlfiend? Could put in Howlfiend. I don't really want to go like that all in on it, you know? All about the reasonable funnies here.
You just don't know it yet.
Yo, Elray, coming in with the 39 months. Elray, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, friend. How are you?
Side with the wild.
Oh my. Opponent is playing Asera. Does that mean they're also playing Spaghetti Druid? Aw, too bad. Not a Spaghetti Druid enjoyer. You hate to see it. Moderate funnies, indeed. Indeed. Responsible funnies. I like how... Okay, so we could also always Symphony to juice up the damage on this. Like, because we started with higher than 30, so since its cost is always equal to the amount in your deck. That's not a plot twist. Temple Ash Tongue. Kidding. Thoughts on Mithril Rod? So Mithril Rod is nice when you use a shuffler, but then once you've used it, you can't use another shuffler, right? So I would probably, if I was gonna go Rod, I would probably not include the quest and then have a specific combo in mind and not include Gaslight Gatekeeper, just go plot twist. My opponent played Fire Tree Witch Doctor. Well, I played Doomsayer, so you know, we're both playing oldies but oldies. Isn't that right, Death Spartan? Am I not zoomed in enough, chat? So, for the purpose of using Discord and Zoom better, I used my camera program to zoom myself in a little bit more, which is really handy over there. However, when I start OBS, it always has me like way zoomed in, and you can only see like my ear, you know, my ear and to the right of me, your left, and like it just doesn't save when I do the camera adjustments within OBS to compensate for that. It doesn't save any of that. It's really obnoxious. I have that problem with some other things within OBS regarding the camera not saving stuff. But it also doesn't look very good because the way that I compensate it in OBS is to zoom in and then to use the camera's pan and tilt features, so you end up seeing a lot more of the blank space in my wall. But so in preparation for today's stream, you might have noticed that my camera looks a little bit different in the last 2 or 3 videos, is I guess where this is going. But today's stream, I was just like, you know what, I can always, next time I'm going to use Discord or Zoom, I can always just come back into Logitech's software and switch it back. Missing Treachery. We're also not doing... If I had Treachery, I could Polk out. See, I switched it back thinking like, yeah, I'll just switch it back later. But also, I look small to me now. I think I'm too small in my camera. I should zoom it in more. But... Yep. End of story, I guess. Treachery? That's not Treachery. It's not Treachery at all. Alright, we just need Treachery. Doesn't this deck kind of soft counter the combo with drawing so many cards? It's true.
I'm not rooting for you. Following a falsehood. There is no escape.
Until planet to burn.
Remember, you need enemy board space too for Treachery? That we do. That we do. That's too many tokens. Yeah, maybe we really did. Someone suggested we use the demon that doubles the damage minions take. Like, maybe we do need to do that. Mm-hmm.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Yeah, Ceaseless is over at this point. It's gonna be Phenom if it's gonna be anything.
will bring destruction.
Treachery is pretty far down. So probably not happening here either. Rude. That's rude. It's rude what my opponent just did. Seed? What you talking about? You believe that's called cheating? Yeah. It is called cheating. Ooh, man, opponent really is a gamer. Look at them go. Look at them get there. I don't have anything else that like adds stuff to my deck, right? Like, it's kind of sad, I guess. Womp womp. I could like Gaslight Gatekeeper could get me, like I could draw that soon. Would help us find the combo pieces before our deck is like straight up empty. Imagine actually getting to benefit from the Druid's bio project after already getting to 10 mana. That's great. So wait, did they, Sarah? They did, so I can go up to 20. So I might as well play this. If I do this, I will go to 8 mana left over. So I could still play the Doomsayer, but I could not Doomsayer and Hero Power. So I guess I won't worry about this one. Neat. Kill Jaden will put it back. Alright, I'll get the Kill Jaden. Yeah. So, Kill Jaden will set this back to 30. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have, like, that and the other one. We're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. Womp womp. So I'm gonna make a change. I was considering adding the demon that doubles things. It's been so long. What is it called? There he is. Zola just seems too good to not include in this, frankly. Maybe we'll cut the Jimkins. They'll be back. They'll be back. I guess that like it They don't corrupt Ticketus anymore because Ticketus isn't in the deck, and we're trying to do something like an earlier combo than them. So maybe we'll just save the Doomkins for the next one. What's Incendium? What is this card you're talking about? Or do you mean Insidious? Oh, no, because I don't want to like hero power and draw one of those. I don't know. It's interesting. Was that you, Sparta? GG. Prince Malcathar and Cthulhu for more cost and Fanatum. It's alright, we got the double damage now, we'll be fine. Unless we aren't. Lancer!
What happened to you, Tamsin?
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
This has turned into a 1 million card combo. So there's that. We just have to pull it off once though and we're fine. Let's go.
I see you've brought guests.
Alright, opponent is probably Librams. Probably Librams. Unless, of course, they're not. You never know. Oh, they're just, you know, they're AFK Paladin. They're just over there. That makes sense. Isn't Polk Out kind of bad at this point? Polk Out allows me to find Fanatum and Ceaseless Expanse once I am ready for them. It's kind of like different in this build than it would be in another build, but like another whatever build, but it's not like worth taking out. Why is Stillbound Ash Tongue in this list? Sometimes you just like to take a ton of damage. You know, if you put it out there, your opponent can trade into it with Rush and you can just take a ton of damage. Personally, I think that's funny. What do you think is the best card from the upcoming expansion? Honestly, it's not really top of mind enough for me to have a good answer for that. Like, it's been a minute since I've looked at them. I don't really remember what's in store. I am looking forward to getting to go Treachery Doomsayer. I think that'll be spicy. Oh, there is that Warlock card that, like, you can, your next 10 or less cost spell costs 10, costs your opponent's health. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Is someone there? No, nobody there.
Alright, let's see what we've won. Nothing to play this turn. And we don't have nearly enough of the combo pieces. So none of that yet. Next turn I can hero power and play this. As far as I know, you can't lethal with Agam Agam per the cost health rules of today. You actually can. You actually can. You can't spend health past your own health, but you can spend health past your opponent's health, apparently. It has been stated. What is the combo? I can only explain it so many times. I'll do it. I'll do it someday, or I won't. The combo is my opponent plays stuff and I lose. That's the combo. Well, gotta do this. Oh, I'm so stupid! I'm so stupid. I know it works that way. Unlucky. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I knew it worked that way and I did it anyway. Sometimes, you know, you just forget things. You know how it is, chat. You draw stuff behind you? No, I didn't draw it. I wish I could say I did. I mean, I could say I did. Yeah, I drew it all. I drew it all. You have no choice but to believe me. Don't fact check my previous statements.
Your judgment begins.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
I see you brought games.
All right. And it does seem like, you know, Plot Twist, Gaslight, Gatekeeper have anti-synergy with our game plan. I guess, like, I'm doing like a Plot Twist series, so it feels weird to cut the Plot Twist package from this, but like, yeah, I guess not shuffling our hand into our deck to rapidly discount the Ceaseless Expanse would help for this combo, wouldn't it? Just a little bit. Do you have a program that combines YouTube and Twitch chats, or do you just check both of them? I just have them both like on my screen in front of me. I should have a program that shows me both, but I've decided to do it the hard way instead, as is my policy with most things. The Rogue 1-drop that's like a field contact for bounce targets has high potential. Yeah, I'm expecting that to be something in Wild. I don't know that Standard will have enough stuff for it, but like, okay, I'm so tickled. I'm so tickled. The Shadow Step haters are getting like reverse of what they want. Instead of getting Shadow Step removed from core, they're getting like a whole Shadow Step archetype. Shadow Step haters in chat, are you just like seething? Are you seething right now? Nice, we got one Arathi. It sure does shadow your step. Real. What is the state of Wild nowadays? Any two good decks? The balance opportunities that I would identify are in Obnoxious Mage, Holy Wrath Paladin, and there's that Draka Rogue deck. That's really stupid. Two, three, four, five. 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, Defile.
I'm not getting any younger.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. If I had wing welding in my hand right now, I would play the Ash Trunk. I could Artificer clear. It's true. It's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rude. Oh, are we dead? Not quite. Close. Hurts my feelings. This is really scary. Oh, I don't have Treachery yet either. Never mind. I'm missing 2 things. That's too many.
The day of reckoning has come.
Oh, they just like top deck glow stick. Hey, rippin' bowls. Are you out there ripping bowls? Rude. Chat. I think we might have a problem. Problem is, my opponents keep playing cards when I specifically ask them not to. I hate when my Death Knight opponent somehow generates Shadow Step to play another rat and me sad. Hey, Pug. Bounty board rotates. You could probably murder that card. Give it the old Sork Apprentice Reddit text to kill Draka.
Versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin.
You're already dead.
D-Gunner.
Don't know it yet.
DeJourner. DiGiorno. It's not delivery. It's something else. That's their famous catchphrase. Famous DiGiorno catchphrase. It's not delivery because I say so. I'm gonna go around delivering DiGiorno to people. That's my new purpose in life. It is delivery. It's DiGiorno. Enjoy it. Do they even do those commercials anymore? Like, do you guys even know? Do you guys even know? Is that a dated reference? I don't know. Delicio left Canada? What's Delicio? It's not delivery, it's dirigible. Delivering your pizza? Yep. I don't know, ad blocker go burr. Real. It's not delivery, it's Spaghetti Warlock. True. That is true. You remember? You're in Sweden, so you're lost. There's this frozen pizza company called DiGiorno, and the idea is you can't tell the difference. Like, if you have a slice of it with no other context, you can't tell the difference between it and delivery pizza. So, Like the commercials will be like, "Oh, when did you order delivery?" And they're like, "It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno." And so that's their catchphrase. I hope you enjoyed it. I've had DiGiorno, and while I will say it is, you know, it's perfectly fine. Like it's, you know, it's decent frozen pizza. I would never mistake it for delivery pizza. Like it's like, I don't know. If people actually cared about making advertisers like 100% accurately describe their product, definitely you know, DiGiorno would not be allowed to say that their pizza is indistinguishable from delivery. But it's too subjective, right? It can't be measured. It's just kind of like you try to DiGiorno and you try delivery and you're like, okay, no, there's no way. That's stupid. But, you know, taste is subjective, or at least this type. So you can't really call them on it. But it is a lie. So there you go. Ew! It's like the last thing I would have wanted frozen. I like that Japanese law requires the picture on the packaging match the product inside. That is a good law. That's one that I think is a little bit more measurable. Like, I'm surprised that, you know, fast food companies in particular can get away with, like, the product imagery they have sometimes. Like, they're like, look at this delicious burger. You should try one. You should buy one. And then you actually go and buy one, and it's like, I don't know. It's like deflated and stupid looking compared to the really thick, tasty thing that they had advertised. So, yeah, I definitely feel like that could be fixed. Because, I don't know, the visuals are a lot more distinguishable. It's the same as delivery if the pizza wasn't delivered and instead frozen. Exactly. It's not delivery. It has freezer burn. Yeah, that's what their model should be. It's not delivery. It's been in your refrigerator. It's been in your freezer. Doom equals said. Yes, we have said the doom. We've said the doom successfully. I thought when this card came out that Questline Hunter was going to be broken. It did revive. It did revive Questline Hunter. Questline Hunter was not a deck, and then it was kind of a deck for a while, but it wasn't that good. It was like okay, and then they nerfed the 2-cost thing. The other one, the honorable kill one. They nerfed that, and I think they nerfed something else. Oh, they nerfed the actual quest line. That's what happened. They nerfed the quest line, and then, oh, where's my Theotar? Come on, Theotar, off the top. I knew it. I knew it. But yeah, they nerfed the quest line, and then it stopped getting played altogether. Chat, every once in a while when I'm playing this deck, I like... I don't draw one of my shufflers, and then my deck just doesn't work. It's sad. Actually, a huge frozen pizza fan here. Yeah, I mean, DiGiorno is not bad for frozen pizza. I am a fan. Like, if I would definitely consider DiGiorno pizza if I was going to buy a frozen pizza. It's fine. But yeah, it's not. It doesn't. It's definitely not indistinguishable from delivery pizza. That was not true. If you draw 6, you could burn Theotar. That's something true. They nerfed your questline. How daring? Well, it's not about like. I was just talking about like what happened to Questline Hunter after this came out. I was like, wait, why did that stop being good? But yeah, they nerfed the questline. Not like, I don't know. I don't think this does anything here. I'm always like most excited to play. Oh, you know what? I could get my hero power up this turn. I think I want to get the health though. I think I'll die, so maybe I'll just play that and pass. I don't want to die. So I have this in Treachery. I still need Wing Welding and Ash Chung. We're just dead though. We might be. Actual skill issue, not drawing Shuffler is real. Dropped a like and a sub to show support. Well, I appreciate you, friend. I appreciate you, friend. I dedicate this loss to you. Saying questlines are broken is like saying companions in MTG were broken. I just like, you're not on the same topic as I am. I didn't even say questlines were broken. I just said it got nerfed. It was relevant to a story I was telling. And no, it's not. Saying patches is broken is like saying companions were broken, sort of, but they're not the same. I was playing against a standard Zerg DK, but in wild mode, I won against him with my Fatigue rogue deck using Sap Vanish and so on. He added me to tell me how stupid I was and how easy my deck was playing one card to win. I mean, he played a standard Zerg deck in wild and even more play deck. But do this happen often that people add just to blame? Oh yeah, of course. Before I was ever streaming, I stopped adding people just because they were going to do one of two things. They were either going to ask me for my deck list, which is not bad, right? Like, it's not like it offends me that someone would add me, like, ask for my deck list. But this was before deck codes came out. No, that's not true. This was before adding deck codes was easy, and I would be like playing on my breaks at work. No, it was before deck codes came out. It wasn't. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. I've already ruined my story. But anyways, deck codes were out. And the problem was, in order to copy the deck code, the feature that they added very recently, where like you can send somebody that little click on the deck code thing, that had not come out yet. So in order to copy a deck code from mobile, what you have to do is also have the Battle.net app downloaded and go to the Battle.net app and copy the deck code from there and then come back to your Hearthstone app and paste it. So I would add people, and if they wanted my deck code, if they wanted my deck, they often wouldn't just accept the deck code that I would give them. I'd have to, like, if they would accept it, I'd have to tell them, all right, you have to go to Battle.net, like, you have to download the Battle.net app and paste it there. And then, like, most of the time when I'd say that, they'd be like, can't you just type out all of the blah, blah, blah? No, I'm not going to sit here and type out my whole deck list for you. I'm trying to, like, enjoy my 10-minute break, you jerk. So, anyways, if they wanted my deck list, you know, it was a hassle to give it to them. So, like, I don't want to add people just to give them my deck list. And the other side is to tell them what an obnoxious lucker I was for winning. So, like, that's when it was like 100% of the time I would either have to give someone my deck, like they'd be asking for my deck list, or they would be telling me that I didn't deserve my win. Like, those are the two situations for adding someone. So there was never any benefit to it, so I just kind of stopped a long time ago. And nowadays I play offline just so that nobody on my friends list will message me while I'm streaming. I sometimes want to add people to get their decks, but then I remember they're all bots, so I'm sad. Real. It wouldn't be a factor for me today. I would add people, like, if I was still just, you know, if I was in the place in my life that I was with those codes, that wouldn't have been a factor, because then I could just send somebody the thing they can just click on. It would have been easy, and I wouldn't have minded. But I'm having to teach literally everybody to go to the BattleNet app was bogus. Guess my opponent can have a plot twist. Opponent has the Lorewalker Cho technology. They've got it. How am I? I'm chilling. How are you? I look forward to friend requests because I say GG and then watch them type up a storm. Real. Great. Do I temp? No, I mean, they're just going to overdraw me anyway with that, so it doesn't matter. What's my clear situation? It's not looking good. I can do Polkelt Ceaseless Expanse next turn. So as long as I'm not dead right now, that should be okay.
I cannot wait to read these.
I cannot wait to read this. I'll show you who can wait to read this. Favorite deck of all time? It's like a toss-up between classic Handlock and Darkglare Warlock from its initiation through Darkmoon Fair. I should just say pre-Demon Seed Darkglare Warlock. I feel like after the Penflinger nerf, the deck lost a lot of what made it really special, but yeah. It was still what it was as recently as the Barons. It's the Demon Seed that spoiled it completely. Which that's not saying something negative about the Demon Seed. Like, I could say negative things about the Demon Seed, it's just a separate topic. So like, but what was special about Darkglare Warlock was not replicated once the Demon Seed was around. It made it like easy. Not Zola. I could have Zola there, couldn't I have? Maybe I should have. Maybe I will. Good news about Penflinger. It's incredible with Twisted Webweaver. Oh, is that the draw card one? That's funny. How much of the combo do I have? Oh my goodness. Chat, are we about to just do this to them?
I suppose I'm grateful. Tisk, tisk.
Maybe they'll concede. Oops, I wanted to press WoW. Poisonous certainly isn't doing me any favors. What were my other options? I didn't mean to click at all. But anyways, let's go back in. I guess I'll do this first. Why not? Oh, it doesn't cost zero right now. I forgot. +1/+1 and stealth. Stealth might have been okay. Not too good either way, yeah. I mean, I chose the only one that was like straight up useless is the thing, but wouldn't it be funny if it had gotten Wind Fury and we could have killed them with their own card that they gave us just for free? Toxic Boo trying to scam ladder, that's how I do. Toxic Boo, Toxic Stew. Goodbye, opponent. Alright. I mean, this video is going to be so dumb if I can't pull it off one time. Like, literally one time. Please. Once. For me. So I can move on. Just headed in one fury, true.
Thompson versus a pony.
Non-stop paladins today, chat. Paladin left, paladin right.
You just don't know it yet.
One time for the funnies, real. One time.
I see you've brought guests.
Not a secret. Why do you gotta play a secret against me? Is it Oh My Yog? If it's Oh My Yog, I accept it. It was, that's crazy. Oh, sick. Overdraft? That's good value too. Like, the plot twist is so much less important, or Supreme Archaeology is so much less important to this version of the deck. It's like, I'm not even gonna bother playing around it. Like, why? Why would I bother? So I have... And do I even play the shufflers now? Probably not, right? We just wait to accumulate the whole combo.
Reporting for duty.
Reporting for duty. Feel like we win anyway, hopefully. Unless we don't. Is the coin really that important? Is the quest really that important? I don't know. I didn't feel like playing around it. What did we win? Bait and switch. Well, I'll be... Marshy's still winning now as peak BooTube. Is that like gonna infuriate everyone that I saved my coin over my plot twist or my Supreme Archaeology? I wouldn't do that if I wasn't running exactly this type of list right now. Like the quest has not felt important to me, like being able to pull off this combo. So I don't really feel like wasting my coin that could make it easier for me to combo in the future. And easier to test for our future Oh My Yog, except they've now placed they've now played both of them. Wing welding, treachery, we're just waiting on Ash Tongue. We're almost there, chat. Almost there.
Fresh out of the oven.
I guess I should have played the Defile just to get it out of my hand. I feel like, aren't they just gonna Holy Wrath me at some point? I feel like they're playing some kind of spaghetti here. Is this like an Uther deck? Are they looking for Nas so that they can Nas into Uther into whatever? Right? Like, didn't that just draw the Uther and now Nas or Call to Arms is next? I think that's what we're up against. The
time has come.
Need to find that Ash Tongue. Need to find Ash Tongue, chat. It's Eye for an Eye, wouldn't that be something? Just get Eye for an Eye.
In time.
Yep. Alright. Well, poop. I wonder if I need to Gaslight just to find... Because I have duplicates of everything other than... Ash Tongue, so... Gotta go find that. Oh, we got the Ash Tongue. We have a Treachery. Do we have a Wing Welding? Oh, we don't have the Wing Welding. Man, Wing Welding? Let me do it. Come on, let me do it to him. It's too late now, right? We've done everything we can. The last thing we could do is find Theotar, so I guess I'll go try to find Theotar. We could steal the Uther, and then we just win that way. Also could Symphony to hit... oh, we have a turn, right? Like, I should have held on to the Ash Tongue, huh? I didn't think about that. Here, let me try to hit the... discard 6. Alright, can we get both of those call to whatevers? No, they already have drew them both. Do we hit 2 of the buddies, maybe? No. Lame. So I have wing welding. This costs too much now. I think I probably played that wrong. Buddy, Garrison, buddy. Yeah, actually, they don't have the room, do they? But we don't have the... I could treachery something else onto the board, too.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Sure. Well, we can't keep that up forever, obviously, but... Like, I don't know. How many cards are in our deck? 26? So we would need to Moarg Artificer it, I guess, is what it is. Want to move? Yeah. At a certain point, they can just play them from hand, right? Like, but no, that's too many. They do need more than we've given them. We don't have forever. Like, we have until they, like, until the pressure is too much. I can probably do this once more, right? Probably. Garrison, buddy, and then 3. Okay, yeah. I can do it one more time. Like, I can take the damage at least once more. Interesting. Does that create a problem for me? So if I kill this... and they play Garrison Commander there, they just don't have the room, right? I think I don't even have to worry about clearing the buddy. Buddy clear is alright if, like if I can Theatar the other one, right? Then the buddy clear is good. Looking pretty dead soon, though. I don't know. Ah. Alright, they got there. I'm gonna go to the restroom, I'll be right back. Oops. Well, hold on. Let me not go to the restroom. Wait a second. Did we make a little oopsie whoopsie there, opponent? Did we make a bit of a whoopsie? I almost left. Where's my ash tongue?
Fresh out of the oven.
Opponent making me win by by the regular way. Chat, remember when I almost got up? I almost like wasn't here to see that they misplayed. Mm-hmm. Wah, 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 wah. Muscle memory did them dirty. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty relatable, frankly. Hope Marshy potty time wasn't urgent. Yeah, I'm in shambles. I'm in shambles right now, chat. Shambles as usual.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Neat. Alright, cool. They're up right. I'll be back for real this time. Never concede, I guess, huh? What happened? They played too many. They forgot that they already had a buddy on board and played their second one. I like to participate in live broadcasts, but after there is no video left to watch, what should I do? I enjoy watching Marshy just play. I feel like live I'm watching chat more. Death Knight.
Will serve me in death.
Alright, Death Knight.
You're already dead. You just don't.
Time to show you what it means to be Super Saiyan Legend. Renee and I are watching Dragon Ball Z again. Currently in the Frieza saga. We're watching Dragon Ball Z Kai, like the Kai cut, which I used to be very, I used to be a big fan of it, but like, I don't know, I think it loses a lot. Also, the scene, they're like frames, or like just little scenes, I guess, where it's not a full scene, it's like a little snippet. You know, it's not a frame, it's not a scene. It's like you'll be looking at a character as part of a scene, and then it'll look to another one. You know, like whatever that is. Anyways, back when they did the Kai cut, they enhanced some parts of it for some reason. I don't know what the difference is, but like some parts of the show have what's basically the original animation, and some parts of it have like flash animation quality touch-ups that when I first watched it look really good, but are really jarring to me today. Like whatever enhancement they did looks bad, like because they kept in so much of the old animation too. So yeah, I think it's weird. All right, currently have Ash Tongue. That's a good start. I have a Fanatum, which is okay. I have Wing Welding. No Treachery. But we're close, chat. If I draw Treachery, then I can play Symphony of Souls, and then this will be back on track again. See, I'm definitely not going to shuffle this hand again. We have Ash Tongue and we have Wing Welding, so we're like, that's good progress. Heh. Excuse me. But yeah, like the upside of Dragon Ball Z Kai now is just that it's shorter. Like I don't think it looks better, and I don't think it like fully captures what's, you know, the fun of the original series, but I definitely think my life is so hard. It's so hard, chat. I could have recovered from anything else. Of course it pulls only Ash Tongue. I don't want to concede. But it's like, it's a waste of time to continue. Man. Like, as far as just accomplishing my goal of winning, right? Like, ugh. Accomplish my goal of pulling off the combo. This is now a waste of time because my combo piece has been stolen. Should I just put a second Ash Tongue in here, by the way? Put a second Ash Tongue in the ETC? Yeah, that could go in the Brute spot at least. That's true. It's a good idea. On the same wave, I want to watch the original. My partner, who I'm watching it with, wants the shorter version. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't even want to... Like, it's not just about watching it with my wife. Like, not to undercut what you're saying at all. Like, I totally get it. Like, I don't even want to put in that time is the thing. Like, I don't want to watch 300 episodes when I can watch 100. Like, I've already seen the show enough times that I remember the bits I'm missing. So, like, you know, it's not worth spending all the extra time. But, oh my, we got an emote spammer over here. Emote spammer over here, chat. Am I actually gonna lose? I had not considered the possibility of actually losing. So we can get rid of that. And like, I can wing welding most of this away, but then aren't we still dead? Ceaseless? Wing welding, and then draw enough brood mothers to live. We need to get some. We didn't get any? Right, it's just as well. Edware Mayor, thank you so much for the 6 months. Is that treachery? You see it is. Thoughts? Actual frame from Dragon Ball Super. Opinions?
Already dead.
Chat, Dragon Ball Super is really bad. Not gonna lie. Everyone keeps like talking about, not everyone, but like my Twitter is full of people hyping up Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct's stupid. It's all dumb. Super has some like its moments. Like I really like a lot of the characters. I like what they did with Frieza. I like what they like Beerus and Whis, but like the plot points, most of the enemies, it's dumb. The power-ups, dumb. The scaling, dumb. Really dumb. It's dumb, chat. Super fans? It was also good. It's okay. I don't hate it. I liked Super the first time, but when I saw it the second time, it was blech. Yeah. I hated it the first time. I actually liked it more the second time around. Because my expectations were different. But like, I don't know. They recently did Daima, right? And I guess vague spoilers. It's been so thoroughly spoiled. I haven't actually seen Daima, but like it's been so thoroughly spoiled for me on Twitter that I just kind of like I didn't even try to avoid it. It was like I couldn't, on a day that Daima came out, I had to remember to never touch social media for a week. You know, if I expected to not have the episode spoiled for me. And a week brings you to the next Daima episode. So like it was impossible if I was going to, you know, use my computer. But anyways, so Daima spoilers. And they bring back Super Saiyan 4 and like Goku having access to Super Saiyan 4 does not work with the continuity of Super, first of all. But also like so it just doesn't connect well. And like that's a segue. Like that's one of my least favorite things about Super is all the retconning they do. Like the Patara earrings especially, like Vegito being defused by Boo's stomach was a cute plot point and it's just ruined by the retconning in Super. It's just dumb. But now it doesn't work with Daima, which is also canon somehow, even though like they can't work together. Goku having a form beyond Super Saiyan 3 does not work with Super. So, I don't know how they're going to reconcile that. But, and the Super Saiyan God stuff has always been so boring, right? Like, Super Saiyan Blue is visually identical to Super Saiyan. It's just blue. So, like, why? I have everything but treachery and a big Chonko, so actually, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother. With any kind of shuffling should I draw it. And like Ultra Instinct, like I don't know, like it just. I guess Ultra Instinct I would have minded less if we had skipped the Super Saiyan God stuff and gone straight to it. Like, sure, but yeah, more hair. Yep, that's the thing. It's like every power up is just the hair changing color, and like, how many times can you do that before I'm bored of it? And the answer is, I don't know, the first time. Like. Super Saiyan 4 was at least, you know, unique. Super Saiyan 2 is when it should have stopped realistically, because like Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2, the difference between them is Super Saiyan 2 is the power of Super Saiyan 1 perfected. Like it's basically the same power up. It's just you're using it efficiently. That was the plot of it in season 2, is Gohan was doing it better. And it only became Super Saiyan 2 necessarily once Super Saiyan 3 came out, because then they needed to call it 1, 2, and 3 for 3 to make sense. And 3 was like, you know, that was hype because I was a kid at the time. But like, you know, Super Saiyan 3 is already pretty stupid. Super Saiyan 4 I actually thought was cool, in a similar way that Super Saiyan 2 was cool. Super Saiyan 4 was like, you go Super Saiyan as an Uzaru, and then you consolidate that power into a human form, and like that made some difference, you know, like it was whatever. But God was just dumb. I don't know. Maybe God would have been less stupid if they, like, first of all, Super Saiyan God looks visually, apart from just the hair, you know, like the way that transformation was, the character gets a little bit thinner. Like, that's distinct from the other forms. But blue is just the color is different. And now there's like, now there's, you know, there's people who have blue hair, there's people who have purple hair, there's people who have gray hair. It's like, when Super Saiyan changed the color of the hair, it wasn't about becoming a blonde. It was like the energy was shining through their hair, right? Like, it made some sense for why the color is different, but like, just progressing through the rainbow, like, why does everything change the color of your hair? I don't know. It's just not interesting anymore. I feel like Super had some very unique ideas for villains, and not any good ideas for plot or for power-ups. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So Domino's not doing me any good here.
What is taking so long?
It might be a Bob turn. I'm waiting on Treachery, but also I need to play Symphony. I guess I'll just Bob. Hopefully Treachery is my next card. Domino with Moarg? Yeah, we could Domino Moarg. That's true. I need to remember that. I came in without context and was so confused why we were talking about God. Yeah. We're talking about how stupid Super was. Like, I don't know. I just, every time I see a social media post hyping up how cool Ultra Instinct is, I'm like, was it? Was it really? No, it wasn't. You're lying. I don't think it was cool. I don't know. It's okay. So it was coolish, right? Like, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't need to use whatever anymore. Just trade. It was cool enough. Like, it wasn't like uncool. It wasn't like outright stupid in the same way that Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan was, you know, the Super Saiyan Blue. But I don't know, like but I feel like every power up being a new color of hair has just kind of lost the plot. It cheapens what was cool about Super Saiyan. And like, why is everyone going into like random forms? Like, what is beast mode? That, like, did the manga ever make it to beast mode? Like, was that explained? Because like I think I'm at the point where I have to do this. Because there isn't even a Symphony hit that's good for me, right? I could clear one of these if I trade first and then do that, but then I die to the other one. So I have to just do this, I think, unfortunately. Hopefully we pull Ceaseless. Did not get Ceaseless, did not get Pull Celts. I have a Defile.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Ceaseless, let's go. Come on. Didn't get it? Really? Still? So rude. Wow. So slow. Alright, fine, we lose. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's dumb.
Last of me.
I understand the hate for blue and God, but saying UI is just a new hair color is quite the take. I mean, like, I don't not understand it. But, like, why does he have a new hair color with it? Like, the Ultra Instinct being a state of being where you're relying on pure instinct and don't have to actually use inputs for whatever. Like, why does that come with a new hair color? Like, my complaint stands. It's not like it's not visually distinct. Like, regular God is more distinct from Goku than Ultra Instinct is. I don't think it's a hot take.
You're already
I think you guys are silly. Like, everyone hyping up how cool Ultra Instinct is, I think it's silly. Like, the context from which Ultra Instinct is introduced, like the basis of the Tournament of Power, that whole arc was really dumb. Like, that ended up being my favorite arc just because of how fun, like, some things were about it, like Frieza and Android 17. But, like, the premise and the stakes that were attached to it and how Goku behaved once he got Ultra Instinct, like, I don't know, like it's kind of like Force Awakens, where they're just kind of feeding you stuff that you've been fed before and expecting it to, you know, go over well. What are they supposed to do? Make him bald? Well, like I said, like, Ultra Instinct wouldn't bother me as much if they had skipped over the whole stupid Super Saiyan God stuff and went straight to Ultra Instinct. It just kind of like, it felt out of nowhere. The stakes involved for him getting that power up were not compelling. You know, like, it's just kind of, I don't know. And yeah, sure, let's make him bald. Bald Goku Saitama confirmed. Real. You've summed up the entire Dragon Ball Z franchise. Every season is just a more powerful foe that they have to train really hard to beat. That's not what I was talking about. But yes, like, it is a little bit basic in that regard. It's just not at all what I said. Nuance is hard. The transformation names are really cringe, like Ultra Ego Vegeta. That sounds awful. I think it's really funny that in Daima he doesn't want to, like, apparently he doesn't want to call it Super Saiyan 3, even though that's what he's achieved. He wants to call it Ultra Vegeta 1. What does Ultra Vegeta 1 mean? Is there another Ultra Vegeta level? Like, I'm not trying to pretend that Dragon Ball isn't a little dumb. It's supposed to be a little dumb. It's just, Super is like, I don't know, like, just compare it to the Star Wars sequels, where they just kind of, like, throw you some stuff you've been fed before and hope it sticks. I think, like, the difference for me between, like, Majin Buu Saga had a lot of the problems with Majin Buu Saga, for me, are the same as Super. It's just, like, Super feels like everything that was bad about the Majin Buu Saga, but none of what was special about the Majin Buu Saga, if that makes sense. Like, there wasn't any Vegeta character growth to overcome. There isn't, like, a bunch of areas of the show where, like, non-Goku people are the current powerful hero, right? Like there's a lot of like, and it didn't end in a very linear way either. It didn't end with Goku just achieving some new form and blowing away his opponent. It ended with them like having to do tricky Dragon Ball stuff to end it, you know. So it like there was a lot that was unique about the Buu saga, but like Super Saiyan 3 was sloppy. Super Saiyan 3 didn't like, it had one fight where it kind of felt special, but then it felt like it just wasn't anything. And Vegeta in Super Saiyan 1. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan 2 in Dragon Ball Z only as Majin Vegeta. That's the only time he does it. So
If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide.
when he's fighting Kid Buu on the Kai planet, like, and he's not getting instantly destroyed, the power scaling has just gone off the rails, right? Like, Kid Buu is able to fight Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Super Saiyan 1 Vegeta doesn't instantly fold to him. Like, like that's, you're able to buy time. So like the power scaling is just out the window, right, at that point. And so like the transformations are sloppy, that like it's hard to relate them. And that's just like defines Super for me. Like, you know, why is Super Saiyan 2 Trunks able to go toe to toe with an enemy that's Super Saiyan God Blue? Like, when you, the way the Super Saiyan God transformations work. What did they steal from me? Stole my ETC. The way this Super Saiyan God transformation works is once you've done Super Saiyan God once, Super Saiyan God becomes your new baseline. And Super Saiyan Blue is going Super Saiyan once you already have the power of Super Saiyan God. But then in the Brawly movie, they still go back to base Super Saiyan God. It's really stupid. Anyways. So like, Vegeta and Goku, once they have Super Saiyan Blue, already have a base power level that's exponentially more powerful than anything they ever achieved when they were Super Saiyan 2, right? And for some reason, Trunks in Super Saiyan 2 form, having never been Super Saiyan God, is able to keep up at all with people who are fighting on the level of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. So like, like the power scan, why am I supposed to care about a new level of power if like a twice outdated level of power isn't completely outscaled? Like, it just it didn't make any sense. I have the most problems with the Goku Black arc. The Goku Black arc is like, I don't know, that's the stupidest one. So like, I don't know. My issues with Ultra Instinct are more the plot than the actual form itself. But I don't love it. Like, I don't understand why it's so hyped, because the context surrounding it doesn't make any sense.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Come from far, just to see you.
Funnily enough, internet has ruined power scaling so much for me that I personally just cannot give a care to it. Then why do you like Ultra Instinct? Like, why does him achieving a new level of power matter to you if you don't care about power scaling? Like, if it's not stronger than what he had before, why do you care? I don't know, it's just dumb.
What is taking so long?
Now, what about SSJ4? I actually like SSJ4. I was talking about that earlier. Like, because it's different with purpose, right? It's not just Goku reached deeper inside himself and grew his hair a little bit longer, like Super Saiyan 3. It's, man, I need a wing melding, right? We're almost there. Oh, we don't have Ashton. Give me my ETC back. Huh? My opponent has that.
My duty fulfilled.
Unlucky. Like in GT anyway. Like GT, I'm not saying GT was good, but the form, Super Saiyan 4 was good. Like, the way that you go about it isn't just Goku trained really hard and found a new form, which is... That's the other thing about Super. Like, all UI is kind of exempt, but otherwise, like, you know, they're getting Super Saiyan Blue off screen. Like, it's not hype. Like, they trained more and they had it. That's it. They just kind of found that form. Kind of the same way that Super Saiyan 3 was. But like, Super Saiyan 4, you know, you had to grow your tail back, and then you had to be in Ozaru, and then you had to go Super Saiyan while you were in Ozaru. And then, you know, like, that's new. That's like, they did something differently and achieved another level of power. Mm-hmm. For that reason, you were never interested in Super?
So long.
Isn't there a Super Vegeta state in Xenoverse game? Yes. So that is based off of Vegeta calling Super Saiyan, like when he goes Super Saiyan, he just says, "I'm now Super Vegeta," but that's not like, that's just so that, like, the way that it works in the Xenoverse game is if you're going Super Saiyan, it enhances your physical powers, and if you're going Super Vegeta, it enhances your ki powers. So, like, that's just a mechanical difference, is all that is. But it's the same form, it's just whether or not Vegeta does it. I don't know. This? You just like it? I'm not saying you can't like it. I don't know. I'm baffled that it gets the level of hype that it does. But you're allowed to like things that I don't like. You also don't owe me an explanation. Like, I'm ranting about why I think the hype is stupid. It doesn't mean that it actually is.
Fresh out of the oven. Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Same thing for like the Star Wars sequels that I'm kind of comparing it to. You know, like, just I think it's a bit basic to. I don't know. Putting it that way is so insulting, but it's just how I feel, you know, like, it's it's like, oh yeah, this, okay, they made the hair blue, that's so exciting, Super so cool. Oh yeah, Goku Black. Goku Black could have been cool. They did too much that was weird with that one. I think, I don't know, like, Trunks being able to go toe to, like, my biggest problem with the Goku Black saga is really just how Trunks fits into all of it. Like, for some reason, he's able to keep up with the God Power people with his outdated Super Saiyan 2 form, but also, like, when it's all said and done, he and Mai end up like going back to instead of just staying in the present time with people that know them and love them, they decide that they're gonna go back to I thought I had a Defile in hand. That'll teach me. Do I have to do this? That's not really great either, frankly. So I can do 6 to this board. If anything, it just allows me to do this. Do this first, I guess. Now you show up. Good to see you. so their timeline gets erased, right? And they're like, all right, put us back in the future with, you know, where there's already another Trunks and another Mai. You know, like, this isn't our timeline anymore. We're going to the new timeline. Put us back where there's already another Trunks and another Mai, and we'll just, like, we'll figure out how to explain it. Instead of just staying with the people who know you in the current time. Like, why didn't Trunks and Mai just stay? I don't understand why they had to put them back at all. uh. The only time I ever got lost with OG DBZ is the later Boo Saga. Yeah, I think so Akira Toriyama intended to end the series at the Cell Saga, and it shows, I think. Like, you really... did I use all my wing weldings? No, there is still another one. Except that this costs 4 now, so it doesn't really do me any good. You, like, I don't know, I think you can really tell that that wasn't meant to go on any further. They just, like, pressured him into staying on, basically, like, to do more. So, like, the end of the Cell Saga ties I got you, Roseanne, doing ties Dragon Ball Z up in a bit of a neat bow, I think, and then the Boo Saga ends up being a little sloppier. And I think, like, I like Boo as a character, right? So that's a big draw for me, Martian Boo. You know, like, that's where I take the name from. But the you know, the Vegeta character development is worth the Boo Saga going on. I think that, like, Gohan gets done dirty, and I think Super Saiyan 3 is, like, handled very sloppily, but so that there's definitely room for improvement, and I think, like, the power scaling starts up getting weird. But yeah, like, my point is, you can tell the series was supposed to end at the Cell Saga, but there are things to like about the Boo Saga. I think there are things to like about Super too. I just largely on it. Like, do I think Super is more good or more dumb? I think it's more dumb than it is good. Gohan becoming a goofball superhero was a kick in the nuts. No, I don't agree with that. I think that was kind of cool. Like, what I think was sad about Gohan is, like, the point of the Boo Saga or the Cell Saga was Goku is leaving the world to Gohan and moving on to not attract more of his enemies to Earth, but he, like, can leave it in Gohan's hands, and Gohan abandons being, like, I mean, that's his prerogative, right? Like, if he wants to go to school, that's fine. I just, you know, like, they left me in a Gohan as the new protector of Earth thing at the Cell Saga, and then once we go to, you know, the Babidi and Boo Saga, it's like he has completely abandoned that aspect of his life. You know, he has stopped training. He can't even go Super Saiyan 2 reliably anymore. Which, you know, if we're talking about Gohan as a real life person, is definitely, you know, that's his choice to make. But me as a viewer following a story, like, I you know, I'm not interested in that plot line for him, you know. I liked the Ultra Gohan, you know, like the Ultimate Gohan, whatever that's called. I should stop talking about this so I can use one of these games for my YouTube video, but I liked what they did with Gohan by the end of it. I just feel like they set up something distinct in the Cell Saga, and they completely didn't use it going into the Boo Saga.
Tamsin versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
It's like, did I even win that last game? I wasn't paying attention at all. But yeah, I'm gonna not talk about Dragon Ball Z anymore, so I can like just use one of these games in isolation for YouTube. Well, there we go. You won last game? Yeah, I remembered. It's just funny. I was so distracted. Ba 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 ba. Will my opponent... There's a lot of Hunter today. Like, I've seen a lot of Paladins today. We always see a lot of Paladins. I just feel like there's an above average amount of Hunter, too. Where are all these Hunters coming from? What are they doing to me?
Come midnight.
Come, midnight. Wing welding, treachery, soulbound ash tongue. Oh my goodness, chat. Now I just have to trigger all these secrets. Once I've triggered all the secrets, I can and drawn Ceaseless Expanse and gotten to 8 mana. We're fine. Oh my goodness, we can actually do it. I feel it. I can feel the light at the end of the tunnel. How far are you in Wilds, and were you planning on posting any more vids on it? I actually am not sure if I'm gonna post more vids on it. I'm kind of interested in doing it. You know, that's something I could have thought about today. The thing is, I don't really make money on those ones. And I'm not planning to full-on switch my content to Wilds, right? So it's a little awkward for that reason. Like, it only, you know, 1,000, what was it, like 1,500 people watched my Monster Hunter video. And so, like, that's still kind of cool, right? That, like, you know, so much of my fan base showed up for the Monster Hunter bit. Why did I think I had a Defile? I think I mold one. Man. I have to give up my wing welding to not lose. So sad. Eh, fine. I have to find the other one now. So to answer your question, I basically beat it. I'm not at Hunter rank 100 yet, so I assume that there's like in World, once you got to Hunter rank 100, there was like a little bit you unlocked at that point. But for the most part, I've beaten the game. And I don't know if you remember from me fumbling around beating Arkfeld in... Alright. Well, I effectively have Ceaseless Expanse as soon as we find the... as soon as we find our wing welding. Oh my goodness. I might have to gaslight. Yeah, too bad. Everything almost came together this game. It was so exciting, but not quite. More bees, huh? Isn't this my exact same hand? What are you doing? What's the relative power of Hunter rank 100 to Super Saiyan 2? Yeah, that's a good question. So like I could do a video where I actually like speed run a monster, and use my tools right. You know, I could do that. The thing is, like, it's gonna be a flop. You know, it is going to be a flop. So, it's just like, do I want a flop of a video? Man, having to pull this off to be able to post a video has been a huge hampering of my progress, chat. Let's see. I'm already 2 hours and I'm not even done with one yet. Oh, man. I don't want to stream this much today. But it's not that I didn't want to, it's that I can't really afford to spend all day streaming today, is all. I like streaming. What weapons did I mostly use during my Monster Hunter Wilds playthrough? Just longsword. Just longsword. I'm not sure that I'm gonna like learn another weapon. I liked in World I played a lot more things. There's bowgun and heavy bowgun were kind of cool, but that's a lot to manage. Like I don't know that I want to like figure out what the right bowgun is to play the right ammo shots. Like I've already done all that and I just don't feel like going through the effort. Longsword I learned, so the Monster Hunter games I've played, for those of you who don't know Monster Hunter, it's like Dark Souls ish, like it's that same style of play where you're fighting a big boss and you're dodging and rolling around and stuff, but instead of there being any trash, it's just nonstop the boss. But you run around and you find monsters and you carve up their bits and you make yourself armor and weapons out of their bits. So they just had a new one of those come out called Monster Hunter Wilds. I've played 3 Monster Hunter games. I played World, I played Rise, and I played Wilds, and that's the order that they came out. So in World, I played World was my introduction to the genre. Oh, I could have done this and then, man, stupid. That's what I get for talking. But Worlds was my introduction to the genre, and so because it was new and because I was at a less responsibilities, do whatever I want with my time in my life, I like played every weapon that I was remotely interested in. And so I learned a lot of them and I had fun with a lot of them, including the bowguns, which were like I think the bowguns are some of the more complicated weapons to use just because they require finite resources. You need to like reload, and like you toggle what type of attack while you're in the field. Like there's a lot that I think is especially complicated about the bowgun compared to other things, and I've like done it, so like I had a lot of fun with that, but I don't want to like relearn all that stuff again, I guess is my point. And so other than those, my most used things were hammer, greatsword, and longsword in like the opposite order during World. I played I leveled up with dual blades, but I didn't play that much once I got max rank. And greatsword and hammer are just very basic. They're like, they're basic, I think, in a good way, especially the greatsword, where like you don't have to worry about juggling a complicated I'll be very pleased if this offers me deal 6. Otherwise we lose. I don't know, I guess that's okay. Do I live if I do that? Maybe. And maybe this offers me something that'll make me live. Oh, neat. Even better. Alright. So, longsword. Well, when we went to Rise, I was like most excited to play more hammer, but hammer is only fun if you're sliding down a hill, and they took away all of the reliable sliding that was in World. So like for hammer, there wasn't a lot of reason to do it in Rise, and so I didn't really do that. I just kind of like while I was playing Rise, I realized that Longsword is the perfect amount of complicated for me. Like, it has like these wiggity moves that you have to do, and you can learn to manage that, and that's fun. You know, it's not like the Greatsword where you just sit there, like where you wait for your spot where you can do your full combo on the monster. It's just, I don't know. Like, if I was going to learn one weapon and not have to bother crafting or learning any other weapons, I think Longsword is the perfect amount of engaging is where I'm going with this. Is like, I just want to learn Longsword. That's fine. I don't need to diversify anymore. That tangent was so, like, not worth it. You know, like, why did I talk about that for so long? It's so funny. I'm such a silly little guy. Longsword easy? You mean Longsword is easy, or Longsword is an easy pick? Greatsword slander? I'm a Greatsword enthusiast. I like Greatsword. I think it's easy in a good way. Like, it's very basic. Like, its combo is the same button, and it requires you to dedicate a certain amount of time to go through and deal that damage. So what it boils down to is positioning, and like knowing the monster and finding your time, your like correct time to be able to dig your heels in and do your big your big rigid combo was fun. You didn't have to worry about managing your bar, or like, you know, using which specific move or whatever, and you didn't have to worry about any like ammo and whatever and stuff like it's very like, you're very when you're playing Greatsword, you're very focused on what monster you're fighting and leveraging your knowledge of that monster to get your Greatsword combo off. So I thought it was basic in an engaging and rewarding way, not basic as in like you just sit there and like mindlessly do whatever, which is much more the ranged weapons than anything else. I think like the bowguns don't have like, their complexity is just you like managing bits, right? Like you having to do a lot of things, but there's not a lot of thinking involved, I guess, is like the where I think that there is when it comes to Greatsword. A simple weapon that lets you focus on the monster moveset. Yeah, like I'm a Greatsword promoter. That's how I feel about it. It's just like, I felt like Longsword, if I was gonna pick one weapon, which is how I feel like I want to do, because I don't have like the enthusiasm of being game obsessed anymore. Why did I play that first? I'm so bad. I just don't understand what you mean by Greatsword slander, because like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's like, it's good. It's just, you know, there's something about the Longsword that's like just the right amount of, it's the right amount of fiddliness, which is what defines the bowguns, right? They're very fiddly, but they're not very like engaging. And then there's the Greatsword, which is not fiddly at all, but it is very engaging. Longsword is right in the middle. It has just enough mechanical fiddliness to where it's interesting, but also you still get a lot of being able to pay attention to the monster you're fighting. So, as far as learning and crafting only a single weapon, I think Longsword is right there in that sweet spot that I want. Is my only point. Longsword is the extra large Shadow Priest of Monster Hunter. Greatsword is for Dead Man's Hand lunatics? Interesting. I don't think Greatsword is that sweaty. I'm basically mained Greatsword in World, so like that last entry was troll. Okay. It's like, wait, no way. But like, I basically mained Greatsword in World and kind of discovered the love of Longsword towards the end of it, and I really enjoyed Greatsword. You know, like I think it's a cool, fun awesome weapon, but man, I really wish I had a thing. If I only had a thing. I don't want to play anything in my hand. I guess it's got to be something. Oh, I really didn't want to burn a card. It's gonna be the Ash Tongue or the ETC. I just know it. I think what I ended up wanting to play by the end of it was Doomsayer. Interesting. You missed Bogun as Ignite Mage? Aw, man. Kind of stupid bungus, man. Chat, man. I'll take your Shutterwalk. You can have Gaslight Gatekeeper. There you go. Enjoy it. So, am I going to have to end up giving them a Doomsayer? Is the real question. Neat. Alright, well, hopefully I can live having done that. And we'll just put this out. You were a longsword main until you grew to appreciate the hunting horn. My buddy really likes hunting horn. He loved it in World. He thought it was too easy in Rise. Like, they took away what he liked about it in Rise. So he didn't like it anymore in Rise. But he likes it again in Wilds, just maybe not quite the same as World. Flail is such an underexplored weapon. Which one's the Flail? Lance and SNS is really great in Wilds. Also Charge Blade as well. I would totally watch you play Elden Ring or something like that. Card games, I'm Hearthstone all day. I will try and find the Monster Hunter video. Oh, okay. Neat. Alright, they managed to survive the Doomsayer. Good for them. Can we please have an Ash Tongue? Please. Great. Alright, well. Have a Doomsayer. Man, my Fanatum doesn't even do anything anymore. Oh, I forgot. But our ETC got ruined. That ETC burn is so sad. But yeah, we have Kill Jaden in the ETC, which resets our Fanatum back to 30. We have 2 Moargs. Does the double? So I could do 40 with that, couldn't I? Or no? I can double? Alright. I guess double is my new plan. I think dying to this is my new plan, actually. Alright. We have both of them. Now we just need the stupid Ash Tongue. If I do this... I don't know. I'm really scared of that. Not treachery. We want this. Silas off the top. Please, Silas off the top. Silas off the top. Silas off the top. Silas off the top. Please. By Silas, I mean Soulbound Ash Tongue. So rude what you're doing over there. So rude. Also, Shutterwalk is my new best discarder. Like, we're not even going to get to use the Fanatum for this. Stupid. Can I have my stupid Ash Tongue, please? Oh, thank goodness. Can we do it? Can we? Okay. So this treachery, I mean, it's as good as it's going to get, right? So we do this, and we definitely have enough mana. So we do that, we treachery, we play both of these, and then we wing welding, and then they either explode or they don't. Alright, good. I'm never playing this again. I'm so done. So done with this combo forever. I think Longsword gets the most love from the devs. It feels accessible, but has payoffs for mastering. It definitely feels like the premier, like, exciting weapon. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Alright, so I kind of wanted to re-Cthulhu this one. But also keep in the wing weldings. It'll be funny to possibly hit Shadow Priest with a wing welding. But I want to put Cthulhu back in and wheel with Fanatum, you know? I love George, but yeah. I play houses again, okay. So, Fanatum. Just cut Doomkin for a good card then. Why do you guys like hate Doomkin so much? It's like such a good way to corrupt Ticketus. The Doomkin hate has been hilarious on these videos, honestly. Like, I don't understand you guys. Like, I don't even think it's a lot of you. I think there's just a few of you that for some reason don't understand Doomkin. Late Overlord. Thoughts on the Amiga Mag Glinda combo? Do you think it would be interesting with the quest you play now? Oh, maybe. I should add more Doomkins? You don't hate it as much as now that people are not playing it. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, there are people saying it's bad inclusion. When it's like... so the purpose of these decks is to take advantage of the only new content we have, which is Ysera. Doomkin is the ramp spell that allows us to make use of Ysera. But also, we need things that corrupt Ticketus, and Doomkin is just a really good way to do that. But also, people are talking like it hasn't done anything, you know, like Doomkins have done work.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. Last week I tried Dukin as my 7-dropping Cthulhu Druid. Could take 6 mana, but it's very consistent. But it wasn't very consistent. I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd play it in Druid. What's my opinion on the Warlock Wild Growth in the next set? I don't know what to think about that, honestly. I think I would play it in this. Because... I mean, it might be awkward, actually. I don't know. It's weird because in this deck, we want to tap, plot, twist, right? So, like, it makes it a lot harder for us to draw enough cards early to get a good, reliable plot twist on 4. So, maybe I wouldn't run it in this for that reason. But, you know, a different deck where I was trying to Ysera, I might run it because you get 1 less mana the next turn. Like, it's like you get 2 turn 2s in a row to get an extra mana on your turn 4, which is alright. It's probably okay. I think it's probably fine. It's like Wild Growth if Wild Growth was balanced, I guess. I don't know. Is the skin you're using your favorite Warlock skin? It might be. My opponent is playing Spirit Claws Shaman. That's interesting. It's pretty interesting. I was scared I still had Ashtung in my ETC, but I forgot I duplicated the list, so we're fine. Pretty funny. Hi Marshy, nice catching up with you on live again. What's your top 5 neutral legendary cards? I hope Plotlock never ends. Lotheb, Cthulhu the Shattered, Reno, like original Reno. Well, I guess I have to do this. How many was that? 3? There's some that like I've kind of forgotten about because like is Dr. Moon in my top 5 neutral legendaries? There are a lot that I don't really think about much anymore because they've been unplayable for so long. Oh, definitely N'Zoth and original Cthulhu. I mean, that's a fine list, right? So, Lotheb, Cthulhu Shattered, original Cthulhu, N'Zoth, Reno. Solid list. I might like, if I had a chance to like think about it, I might adjust that some, but generally, I think that's fine enough. Chat, I'm dying over here. I'm dying. There we go. Let's get some... Like, can we redraw the Arathi? Aw, looks like we didn't. That's not good. We might just die here then. How overloaded are we? Not enough. What about Millhouse? Millhouse is, of course, number 1. Alright. It's the best legendary that, you know, sucks. Don't do it.
Witness true arcane magic.
Oh, they have a coin. I was like, oh, we actually live. But no, they have a coin, so we're dead? Oh, we're just dead. Lost to a standard deck. You hate to see it. If only that Doomkin you just drew was any other card. You can say that about literally every high... I'm gonna... Shut up. Oh my goodness. Shut up. Two mana 4/4. There's no better 2-drop. Real. Are you guys excited for the Rogue 2 mana 4/4? I think this deck needs more end of turn effects like the Drakai that double set effects. Imagine that with reverb. Oh, I forgot to put wheel in. Should I just concede?
Thompson versus Garrosh.
You haven't heard the last of me.
Is Wild worth getting into as a Warlock main? There's usually a competitive Warlock deck in Wild. So if you identify as a Warlock main, you're probably pretty safe doing that. What is my... I don't know, can I be done with Ticketus? I feel like as I adjust the deck more, Ticketus gets harder and harder to utilize, and like, I don't know, they really like watching that on the YouTube, so I guess I should just keep it in. If I was gonna cut something for wheel, what would it be? I kind of like the Playhouse Giants, but also, eh. Everyone who says Doomkin like is getting, I don't, oh my goodness, I'm bored now. I want to end stream. I'm tired. But I can't. I gotta complete today. Everyone who mentions Doomkin is getting banned. I'm sick of you guys. Maybe Playhouse just isn't a Cthulhu list type card. So now we have a room for something else. So wheel. I don't have any entitled customers in. Yeah, I don't know what I want. Someone brought up Solarium the other day. I wish I could run Tamsin. Godfrey. Oh, I could put George back in. I shouldn't run George, right? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna run George. I love George. I can't not play George in my George deck. Get out of town. Is that for after wheel? Oh my goodness, that's such a good idea for my ETC.
Thompson versus Anduin.
A just cause is always worth fighting for.
You're already dead. You just
You're already dead. Whether you like it or not. Famous catchphrase. Well, we found ourselves a priest. Will they be Shadow Priest?
I see you brought now. I see you brought guests.
Remember when start of game effects used to sometimes alternate? Like sometimes it would go, this person gets 1, then this person gets 2, then that person gets 2. Or sometimes it would go 1, 1, 1, 1. I don't think I've seen that recently. Did they like patch that out or something? I seem so small, chat. Should we zoom me in? Just a little. It's a little better. Is that worth it? Can't tell. But I've done it. Signature Renethal is so sexy. It is pretty sexy. That's true. Me take book, whether you like it or not. "40 cards isn't enough." It's too true. Literally always true. Evergreen statement. What type? Do you think this is Starship? No, it's Sea Guidance. Never mind. It's Spaghetti. I mean, it could still end up being Starship Priest. Rodin is your favorite signature? Yeah, I really like Sif and Rodin a lot. I think those are two of the best ones.
Is someone there? Nope.
Personally, they got better more reliably after that. It like the first couple I think were a little bit weak, and then Titans had those two that were really good, and then the average quality of a signature started to be a little higher after that. So yeah. What's the win con here? Well, we have Cthulhu. That is one of our various strategies. We can also just like get them with stuff. That is another one of our game plans. Are we?
I'm losing it.
It's a little awkward to shoot my own board with that, but I just kind of want to get the pieces in the pool. You know, if you catch my meaning. Remember March signatures? I do. Pepper's Farms remembers. I played against this deck today and got wrecked. They summoned Infinite Velens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm losing it.
Wish Plot Twist was a shadow spell. I think that'd be pretty cool. That was dumb. Chat, we don't talk about how dumb what I just did was. Alright. If that ends up being a Cthulhu piece, I quit streaming forever. That was really loud. Take it as you're supposed to burn other people, not get burned yourself. You didn't see it, so it didn't happen? Nice. Perfect. You wish you would draw 5 on Raws on 5 every game. I wish that for you too. You didn't see it, you were typing? Neat. Alright. We've got it all figured out. Soon we will sing along Buddy for value, chat. Soon. Soon. Okay, I do this. I do this. I do this. Ooh, nice. Ooh. We. Is the quest not dead now? Yeah, I guess their quest doesn't really work with Kill Jaden on curve, does it? They can shuffle the shard into their deck, but then what? I think as long as they use a Shadow Visions the same turn, like Shadow Visions or Thrive in the Shadows, I think as long as they use that in the same turn that they shuffle it, they could still get it. Would it be better to get Kill Jaden from Bob? I don't think so. Also, if I want to kill Jaden, I can kill Jaden from my ETC. Which I might just. There we go. Do you think this should be a wheel day? A wheel game? I know I'm doing this. There's nothing I can do other than play Bob to avoid this. I feel like if I'm going to play this, I should do it now. So I guess I will. Play that out. We'll get rid of that. And then, like, I really wanted to save my Bob to freeze a board so that we can win by the wheel. Can wheel destroy Kill Jaden? It would destroy your current deck, but then it refills, so not really. Going for the wheel win con is a little sketch, but we're doing it. Yeah, I think this will be fine, right? Like, we do that. We can kill Jaden this turn. It'll be fine. So, I think this tree... I wonder if they just concede at this point. Like, once they see this. It'd be sad, but I'd get it. Wasn't it lethal with Zephyrus, was it? So, the thing had... Was it? How? If you bob their taunt. Oh, that's cute. I'm excited to wheel, frankly. I wasn't really looking for alternate lines, but yeah, I could definitely see how that was lethal. I'm kind of happy I didn't see it, because like I was really excited to get my... I was really excited to get my wheel lethal. Don't take that away from me, chat. It's lethal again. Is it though? None of my demons just survived the file. Actually, like, I could swing if I do this, right? And then I do this. You know, like, that's lethal. Fine. I don't know. Boring. Whatever. Like, I did the demonstration, and then I couldn't, like, quite solve that board in the same way anymore, so... Deck is too good to beat lethal the boring way. What's looking to be the most viable tapped potential Warlock so far? I think somewhere in between the Cthulhu version and the handlock version. Like, I'll try like a full-on just the good cards list after this. And that'll be like the last one I do.
Thompson versus Tyrande.
I feel like your YouTube comment section is the best on the platform. Very little toxicity and loss of chumbo. That's true. That's true. I do get a little bit, you know, but yeah, I mean, like, mostly when people are complaining, they're complaining in a silly way, at least. So there's that. First world problems already has lethal before the lethal. I know. I know. Did you ever do arena, or is it not worth it? I think it takes the fun out of it, honestly. I've debated trying arena list a couple of times, but like, if I'm not running double plot twist and double gaslight gatekeeper, I feel like the deck just isn't the deck that it is, you know. Ryan complains about YouTube for some reason, like the comments. You get a lot of like really bad ones, and like Ryan is bigger than I am, which means he has a more... Like, the smaller you are, the more your viewer base is your hardcore viewer base, you know what I mean? Like, for me, a lot of the people who watch me are the people who are there to watch me. There's like not a lot of like, not a lot of, you know, random people tuning in occasionally, because I'm playing a niche format within a niche game, and that's all I post, right? So there's not a lot of opportunity for the randoms to kind of see my video. Rarin has a much bigger, like, he's still playing the niche game, but he's playing, you know, all aspects of it, and not just gameplay, right? Like, he's also doing commentary and stuff. So if there's any type of audience that's related to Hearthstone, they'll have a reason to click on to they'll have a reason to click onto a Rarin vid, whereas you have to have very specialized taste to appreciate a Martian vid. So all that is to say, he is much more likely to get a casual viewer, right? Like just some kind of human that's not invested in him. So if you are a random viewer invested in the person you're watching, you're much more likely to be nice to them than you are. You know, I do have some regulars who are kind of mean whenever they want to be, but for the most part, you know, I find that if I see someone commenting a lot, they're going to be graceful with me when I do something stupid, and also tend not to focus on that most of the time. All that is basically just to say, I understand why Rarin's viewership, like, I imagine half of Rarin's comments are annoying. I haven't actually gone and looked, but I could totally see it. I could totally see, like, you know, I get, you know, 1 in every 20 comments is going to be an obnoxious comment, and he gets, you know, 1 in every 5. I could totally see it. I have not crunched those numbers, right? Like, I can't tell you if that's exactly how it would be, but... Should have done that in the opposite order, obviously, but... I didn't think about just dumping a card for the sake of dumping it until after I'd already played the Cthulhu piece. Hey, there's the wheel again. Should I George? Fully what? Okay, so I got a lot of comments about people being frustrated that I keep playing this when I might burn a card. And that actually does matter a lot for a Cthulhu list. Like, you know, I think if I was getting those comments specifically while I was playing the Cthulhu version, that it would be a little bit more warranted. But it's so funny. It's so funny how frequently everyone... we play this, it draws us functionally three cards if we're going to burn one. It draws us 3 cards, and it gives us increased hand size by 2. The fact that we burned a card in the process doesn't really matter, which is why I'm so willing to play it when it's going to overdraw me. But I do think it is very funny that still in 2025, everyone thinks you burn a card, you lose the game instantly. It wasn't the Cthulhu, it was one of the other ones, and like I got a ton of comments in that one about how like I kept playing Valdris when I would overdraw. Opponent, but you lose. You're dead on board to me. What are you gonna do with that, other than lose? What's going on over there? Chat, is this deck too good? Impossible to actually do any of my funny lethals. Alright, I want to play Cthulhu. Alright, I want to play Wheel. We just keep winning. Suffering from success, it's true. Suffering from success, whatever will I do? Is this our 3rd priest in a row?
You're already dead.
What's with all these priests, chat?
Don't know it
What are they doing? First World Warlock, true.
I see you've brought guests.
Wow.
I've seen your future.
I've seen your future, and it's full of spaghetti. Chock full of it. What character is at the start of their name? I actually don't know. I should go to bed, have a good stream. See you later, white people happy. See you later. What do you think my opponent's up to? That's 3 priests in a row, all of which have not been Shadow Priest. What is this? What day is today? Is today Priest Day? You don't think you've ever seen Fanatum with a red mana cost before? Yeah. Yep. I actually do want to encounter a Priest, because I'd love to hit Shadow Priest and then wing welding them with this Fanatum while they have 2 Brain Masseuse on board. You know, that would be a clip of all time. Isn't that right? Not Shadow Priest opponent. Wee. You guys missed the dragon version? I thought the dragon version was fun. I like the idea of being able to get random dragons after I gaslight. It's just like, it was really hard to operate the like you ended up burning a lot of cards just because the Proto Drake would add cards to your hand at the wrong time. A little awkward. A little awkward, chat. That was explosive. Shard of the Naru. I could have had a 0 mana card. I don't know why I did that in that order. Very, very, not dialed in, but like tuning out. How's that? It's terrible. That's what it is. Next turn, I can't play a piece and hero power, so I'll probably just hero power. Are we just dead? I didn't realize it was dead time. I didn't realize it was Marshy dead time. I was told wild games don't go past turn 4, so that was a long game, really. True.
Only death is colder than the depths. You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
Seems darker in here today than it normally does. I don't know how that makes you guys feel, but I've said it. Do y'all think my opponent can lose to me? I don't know. Something clever. Something funny. Commentary. Space filling. Is this gonna be Big Shaman? Smells like Big Shaman. Greetings, Martian. Greetings, Freeple. Frapple? Frapple? I was debating the merits of Symphony of Sins in a list like this, but I think it is still worth it. Just because, like, if you're running Wheel, it's nice to have things that give you deck after you've played the Wheel. I see you're addicted to Ticketus Warlock. It's true. Ticketus is actually, I think, my least favorite part of this deck. Not that, like, I don't dislike any part of it, but, like, the draw is all the draw. That's the part I'm having the fun with. Bump in the Night coming? What is Bump in the Night? Thoughts on streaming Hearthstone from phone? I haven't done it, but it sounds miserable. Oh, okay, it does say Bump in the Night. Alright. I'm up to speed. I figured it out, chat. And by figured it out, I mean I absorbed the joke. Whee!
Nope, nobody there.
Hi, Wheel. No shufflers. You hate to see it. Hate to see it, chat. Ow. You stop that. You cut that out right now. Just draw the shufflers so you can shuffle the shuffles of your draws. Words. Alright, cool. I was really hoping that wouldn't kill that. I want to be able to kill this and then domino effect or something in the same turn. Scary. Renathal? That's fine. We'll miss George, but that's as good a George use as any. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Neat. I feel like we should be able to wing welding our way out of this. Cool. Pretty happy with that. The good old horse for horse. Inside a horse is a different or similar horse. Yay, buddy! Check out my sick Fanatum discount. It is pretty funny. Fanatum does have a bit of anti-synergy with this deck, and like, it's really good the turn you play Wheel, but it's bad in the Polkelt order even, right? Like, so if we've played Ceaseless, we can't Polkelt and then play a zero-cost thing. So, I don't know, it's a little stupid in that way. But yeah. Rude. Rude. Dragon synergy? Yeah, look at it. There it goes. Look at it in all of its dragon synergy. It actually will trigger, won't it? That's hilarious. Yeah, I wish I still had my whatchamacallit. I think I'll just do this.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Would love to have Ceaseless already so I could get a zero-cost Sargeras. Have you considered running the 6-mana 3/3 that discovers Loken? Yeah, I could run Loken, I guess. Is it equal to its cost, or is you get its stats? It's stats, right? You get a 15, like you have a couple of 15/15s, and then yeah, I mean we have high cost things in here. It probably is a Loken deck. I should cut George. That's a good use for George. I'll do that. I ended up putting George back in just because I couldn't figure out what the 30th card should be. But yeah, I should put Loken. It's a good idea. Poor Colleen. Rip George, rip George. Rip him to shreds. He's just hard to cast with this deck, I guess. I don't know. One more after this. Should we give him a Fanatum? Just give him a Fanatum. You'll be happy with it. Enjoy your Fanatum. Cherish it. Do your worst. KVLT coming in with the raid. How was your stream, KVLT? Did you have a KVLT good time? Look at that super useful, what you call it. This doesn't really damage, does it? I mean, it depends. You know what? Drawing a minion could result in death. I guess this is what I should have done. But it did not. Good stream did some winning. That's what's up. That's what's up. Can't they ancestral call the Fanatum? They should. Then they could have Fanatum, and I could have the Sarathi Broodmother, and everyone could be happy. Or Eureka, sure, yeah. I'm not afraid of it. It seemed like a funny thing to do. I stand by it. I stand by it, chat. You can't make me not do it. I have nothing worth doing in my hand. I guess I'll do this. And then we'll do that. We get a Doomkin. Steal their manas. Don't I just win? What am I doing? I'm sitting there like, how do I get my hand down enough that I can hero power? Least favorite hero? Scabs? Do you mean hero card? It used to be amazing, Reno. That used to be my least favorite card in the whole game.
You just don't know it yet.
Times have changed. I don't mind the randomness as much as I used to. Loken, forgot. Thank you.
You haven't heard the last of me.
Is the next Ysera deck also an unpopular Olden Quest deck? It'll probably just be Dragon Warrior. Loken.
I must protect the wild.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
Martian Boo, never seen you play Standard. It sucks? It sucks. I don't know. I keep hearing that the meta isn't good, which is why I don't try it more, but if I was like... If I was a Marshy that saw himself as being able to continue his career in streaming, I would at least switch to Standard. I think staying in the wild space. I think the wild space is a really good way to start streaming, but I think it's very limited, especially at this point, as far as like how much you can expect to grow in that space. So, like, if you want to start streaming Hearthstone and you're young enough that you can like experiment with that, I think, you know, streaming only wild for a year or two is a great way to get a fan base. I think it's a great idea because there's a dedicated group of people who only like Wild that will find all the Wild content that they can watch, right? Like, you can grow quickly within the potential of a Wild space. But I do think you hit a pretty hard plateau at a certain point. So once you've hit that plateau, if you want to continue, you have to take a chance on something else. And that something else could be Standard if you want. If you want to keep playing Hearthstone, I think Standard, once you've accumulated enough Wild viewership, you know, you switch to Standard and you can grow from there again. But I think Hearthstone is also like, there aren't that many more Raren breakout opportunities. I think that was a pretty big exception. Like, how many other YouTubers have exploded in the Hearthstone space lately? So I think beyond that, you really want to be looking to
Is someone there?
you really want to be looking to other games to grow from streaming beyond there. So maybe Wild to Standard to other game is a good path. I lost my ETC, right? They burned it. So we won't have... We won't have the wheel kill Jaden route unless we can bob their kill Jaden. It's also Standard is miserable to watch and play, so majority of viewers are probably watching Wild. No, it's not true. The audience available to you if you play Standard is much bigger than Wild. More people watch Standard than Wild. Wild 100% has a more niche audience than Standard. It's just like completely untrue. It's just like that niche audience is pretty guaranteed if you're regular. If you regularly stream Wild, your access to a set amount of viewership is pretty guaranteed.
My hand is full.
For the most part. Oh, okay, good. I'm trying to not overdraw my Cthulhu pieces, which is why I'm not going harder on the draw thing. Yeah. I think Hearthstone is a great place to start streaming, but if you see yourself having a career in streaming, then I wouldn't end it there. I would play Wild until you plateau, play Standard until you plateau, and then look to whatever your next interest is. It's hard for me because I'm not interested in streaming so much as I'm interested in streaming card games. And like there isn't really a good launching place from here. Like constructed card games. So like Raffle's pipeline to Balatro works out because he's interested in the roguelites and whatnot, but I'm I'm a constructed card game enthusiast, so I can't just switch to a game like that and still get out of it what I wanted to get out of it, you know? It's so funny, because I'm up against Mildred, I've completed my quest a while ago, but I still haven't used the hero power even once. One more piece, chat. The One Piece is real. My symphony got burned? It's not good. Ooh. So we still have Bob. I like the idea of ticketing them because we can, like, you know, we can wait until they're almost out of cards and then we can do it, and then they can take a bunch of fatigue damage to finish them off. So I could definitely see a world where we win this game. It's just going to be tough if we burn that last Cthulhu piece, which is pretty likely at this point. Like, I hate that I can't use this anymore. Oh, nice! Alright, hold up. I don't have Polkelt anymore. So that's not happening. Alright. Well, that just worked out well. I think they'll just die to fatigue here. What a spicy little game that was. There were other good things that could go right. Like if we hit Bob, we could take their Velen and go face with the Ceaseless Expanse. Like we had cool things we could do. Would that be the last one with this deck? Let me check. 8, so let's see, starting here. 16, 26, 34. Yeah, that's enough. The first one was also 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all right. Was there a win that I didn't want to use? I think there was. It was like I was ranting about something and it was stupid. Anyways, so let me adjust this a little bit. Doobie doo, how are you? What up, Jordan? I think I should cut this Monatum. I don't think it works. Except that I just added Loken. I kind of want to put in the Giants. But I think if I do that, I cut Cthulhu. Cutting Cthulhu makes sense. I don't know. We did another Cthulhu video. We can be done with that. Giants. I want to cut one more thing for the other playhouse, and then we're good. I just like everything in the deck now. It's harder to pick. I need to go to the restroom. I'll be right back. I might move Theatar to the ETC and then whatever. Or I might just cut the Theatar altogether, because, like, I don't think I'm going to put Theatar into any, like, a Theatar went into any of the videos. Not gonna lie, I would just love to cut this ticketless. I could just do a ticketless video. But then Bran... I don't know. Bran makes more sense if ticketless is in. So it's hard to cut ticketless without also cutting Bran. I would love the wing welding clip. Alright. It's hard to cut a Baker because I feel like she has been good, but I don't know, I need to make a cut. I don't want to sit here thinking about it too much longer. I'm pounded Ben from work. What it does.
Stay in the shadows. You're already dead.
Stay in the shadows. You already dead, human you. Spaghetti Shuffle Warlock on the Boo stream, yes please. That's what we're serving. That's what's on the menu. You love to see Marshy exploiting the broken brand ceaseless combo. That's true, yeah. What a nasty, try-hard, sweaty exploiter I am with the brand ceaseless combo. What's your win con now? Decks aren't meant to have win cons, alright? They're meant to be piles of various things. Alright? Even, like, considering the other versions of this deck that had, like, a outright win scenario in them, like, even they would often win just by other stuff. You know, this deck doesn't need a one, like, win con. We have stats we can cheat out, like Sargeras is a win con, kind of, not really. We have Wheel of Death. We have a lot of things we can do. It's not really a this deck has a win con type of situation. Ooh, I got the other plot twist. Ooh, we're gonna plot twist. A win con is cheating a bunch of mana and then winning the video game. If you cheat enough mana, you instantly win. That's what I've heard. You know what? I should have stuck that around, because, like, we've drawn... Yeah, our playhouses were free. I shouldn't have ended my turn. Yeah, I missed a playhouse play here. Disaster. On the bright side, chat can tell me how stupid I am. Like, how nice would it have been if I just dropped that turn? Would have been great. That would have been real good for me. Oh, wow. Also, I love how Polkelt is just like... I might just Polkelt next turn, right? Because then we'll draw the Fanatum. And we can use Hero Power afterwards to actually cheat out some mana. So, yeah. Except that the next draw after that is Playhouse Giant, so... Everything's working out for me, chat. Now we're going to draw the free Playhouse Giant after this on my next turn. And then we can Hero Power for actual mana cheat. That'll be great. That'll be great. Why is it so dark in here, chat? That's my question. Do we need to brighten up the streamer a little bit? There we go. Can we see him better now? Is that better? Is that worse? You decide. Ow. Ow. Free Sargeras just for me. My opponent will now have to overcome infinite taunts with their King's Benet deck. Good luck, opponent. I believe in you. Better? Sick. It's all fixed now. It's all fixed. Stream finally working as intended. Oh, they're running Serenite. They're running the Serenite Velen with Kingsbane. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah. I was about to be like, too bad I can't run Velen decks and expect the views to get there, but Kingsbane tends to get views. As long as I only do it every once in a while, my Kingsbane videos tend to get views. So maybe I could do a Serenite, Chain Gang, Velen, Kingsbane list. Have I done that before? I don't think so. Anyways, I'm excited to do it. So if I can get past these two while also getting to attack with all the stuff currently in my deck, we'll be all set, but I don't think that's happening. So...
What is taking
take your ballot?
Insanity is no excuse for
That's not Felon. Have a Renethal. Alright. Beep. Boop. That's not a Supreme Archaeology deck, it's true. It's true. I think, will this put me to 12? It might not. I haven't kept this track. I think for Untapped Potential I did 12. I've been slacking on the member videos, chat. I have more member videos to post, because I think I still have Untapped Potential ones left over. I haven't done any member videos for the plot twist yet. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm only going to get to 10. That's fine. We don't need to get 12 every time. I think 10's fine. Is Renethal the most given card with Theo? Probably at this point. Pretty useless. But yeah, you want to switch these decks eventually. We're gonna get closer to the expansion than I expected. Because, like, there's wild theory crafting. Not wild theory crafting, there's just theory crafting. So, like, I'm gonna have new set stuff to do pretty soon. The next week or so. So I'm not even gonna be able to do a full, like, series of Dragon Warrior. I don't think. Might only end up being a couple vids. Is my internet still working? You guys still there? Your Hearthstone also died? Great. Estimated wait 31 minutes. 38 minutes. Be right back. Oop. All right. Well, I'm out. So I'll be back probably Tuesday just to finish this vid, and then longer stream on Wednesday. So love you guys. Thanks for being here. See you next time.